Hello and welcome back to my Minecraft survival series, tutorial series. My name is Flag, and in this episode we're going to now venture out into this ravine that we've just spelunked into using the famous gravel express elevator technique. So first things first, I think we're going to upgrade our a few of our tools. So as you can see, we have 8 iron ingots that we mined on our way down, or that was just kind of lying around right outside of our new base camp hole. And so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to make an iron sword and an iron pick. For beginners. So here's the pick, and here's the sword. And now with this one and the stone one, we can kind of conserve some space. We can repair those two here by just stacking them on top of each other. Probably lost a little bit with one of those, but we don't need 3 swords. The iron sword is going to be pretty good. This iron pickaxe is going to do us just fine. I could make another an iron shovel, but I don't really need to. And I'm really tempted to make another iron pick. But yeah, why not? So that'll be just kind of our backup here, but I'm going to make another shovel. So we got 19 arrows. That's good to have. I just don't need to be wasting them. We've got to conserve our wood now at this point, but we got 2 iron picks, which is going to be great. And I'm going to use this one because you know the wood pick, basically it's slow. It doesn't work on all ores. The stone pick was great. It started to really help speed up production, but the iron pick is even better than the stone pick. It not only can do diamond and I think redstone, all those require an iron pick, but it's also faster, a little bit faster. And if I had to use it as a weapon, it's even a better weapon. So, and this will just be our backup sword, and this, I guess, will be our backup stone pickaxe if we're down and I do have to use something. Always good to have plenty of backups. So I don't need the diorite now, so I'll put that back there. All right, onward. Nothing left in here. All right, it is nighttime now, so we do have to be careful of monsters spawning at the surface. They shouldn't dive bomb us down here, but you never know. Lots of things can happen. So now, as you can see, it takes about a hit or so less to, just do regular smooth stone. It's a lot faster, which is great. We're getting more efficient. We're getting better tools to do the job. It's like using a skid steer versus a bulldozer. They both can do kind of the same thing, but they take you take you about 200 times longer to do the same job in a skid steer than it would with a big bulldozer. So just another thing, you could light this up so that mobs don't spawn in there, but you could also just use stone because we have plenty of it to just taking a look around. You got to use your ears a lot for this too. So this isn't the type of game that you want to be listening to other music or having a lot of guests over while you're and chatting with people while you're doing this, because it's very easy to your ears will actually be one of your most valuable tools. And you hearing those cave sounds, so that there's some sort of ravine or cave or tunnel nearby. I'm just grabbing everything that I can see right now. At some point I'll have so much coal I won't really be stopping for it all, but while we're here. So anyway, just, you know, try to keep the volume at a good level, quiet room, or use headphones. There are social versions of this game, and as you know, I'm even talking while I'm doing this, so, and I'll leave some of this here for later when I need it. Again, kind of backing my steps, but so now getting back to kind of how I navigate through caves and ravines. Oh, that's daytime there. I usually, except for the space where my workshop base camp hole is over here, where I'll light up the whole area, I tend to only stick with lighting up the right side or on the floor. And the reason for that is that as we go down here, and I'm putting torches on the right side. And these bats are really getting in the way. Let me just keep going here for a second. Oh. And this is a dead end? Yeah, maybe. Maybe a dead end. I don't hear anything for a cave sound or anything. And there's a lot of dead ends sometimes in these tunnels. You could probably try to bust through this wall and see if there's this cave this ravine keeps going or not. But, you know, I'm not going to do that right now because I don't see the point. And there's plenty of resources to get right here, right now. So, as you can see, I kind of have the torches down the right. And, you know, there's some coal up there. It looks like there's a block missing. So maybe there's a cave up there. I can't tell. We can go up and check it out later. But now as I turn around, so say this is a dead end, and we've been mining for quite a while, and I come back, and I'm like, oh no, how do I get back? Well, here's how you get back. You just follow all your torches on the left to lead you back to where you were. And it's as simple as that. And that's going to come in handy, especially when we're in a tunnel that branches off in two directions. It'll become a lot more obvious. So that's just the basic way, and obviously it's not as super clear because I did put torches on both sides here, but I do another thing too, where if it gets super confusing about which way I'm going, you know, I can just put down a piece of dirt and just put a torch on the side that I should be going. So when I come to this, again, out of place piece of dirt, I can say, oh, okay, yeah, I remember putting this here. I'm supposed to go that way. I'll do that when it's starting to get really confusing and there's a lot of branches, or if we get to a big room that has multiple entrances and exits, you know, I'll get into doing that more. And obviously I don't have a ton of dirt right now, so I'm going to save some of it. I think the bats are harmless. They do kind of get annoying. They don't drop anything if you kill them, I don't think, so I don't really want to waste my sword doing that. So now we got another cave down here. We got the other side of the ravine over here, and I hear a zombie. I can't tell if he's down there or over there or above me right now. I'm going to leave this water flow. I don't want to make a bridge across because they'll be able to get across, and I kind of want to use the water as a natural defense. Ooh, there's a skeleton right there. You see him right over there? And he doesn't see me, so I'm just going to take him out with the arrow real quick. And again, when you pull it all the way back, when I release, watch the tail of the arrow. It's going to have these like sparkles coming out of it. And that means that's a critical strike. Something I didn't really get into too much in the combat tutorial because it happens so quickly. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. Let's demonstrate this real quick. You gotta be on your toes. So now he's stuck in the water. Come on. Get over here. Yeah, and he's stuck. He can't get in. He can't get by the water. So we could just stand right here for a little bit. Ah, you did get up there. Well, I shouldn't be so brash. Come on. Get over here. go. Yes, float away. And he might get over here, actually, and then come on up. No, he's going to go down to the bottom. I don't want him moaning around here the whole time. See, and I'm pressing backwards, and it's pretty hard trying to fight this water. It's always good to press the jump bar while you're in it. It kind of bobs you up and down on the top, and you move a lot faster. I took a little bit of damage there, so I'll save that chicken in for a minute. I did heal back up, as you can see. So I got 1 1/4 meat pops down, and I just need to keep an eye on that because that's my hunger bar. So anyway, where was I? All right. So we killed that skeleton over there, but there is a cave here that zombie just came out of. So I don't want to just go trancing around here. Look at, there's all these like little holes in the ground and stuff, because something could come out of there still, like another creeper or another zombie. Granted, the zombies make a good deal of noise, so we should be able to hear them. But creepers down here, man, they in tight spaces will catch you off guard very easily. Oh, some more iron. Okay. Oh, there's another little. Oh, see right there. There's the creeper. All right, and get into a little more of the strategy on how to kill these guys underground. And I'm just going to light this up in here so that nothing else spawns. Monsters spawn in the dark and only in the dark. So if you light up this area, these torches give off enough light that a monster won't spawn in here, which is really nice. So if you don't, another thing you could do is you could just close this whole thing off altogether, but then you may get zombies constantly moaning above us, and that can be kind of annoying. So, you could just block this whole thing off right here, like this, and you don't have to worry about it. And then you can get your torches back, but I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. I do have to worry about over that way, though, because we haven't gone all the way down yet. So when I'm mining, obviously I should be safe behind me, but something could hop up from down that direction of the ravine that we haven't quite gone down yet. So I don't want to make these videos too super long. Alright, so we've got this cleared out. I missed a little bit of iron. There we go. Oh, there's a whole iron vein up here. I have to mine some of this granite out. And I'm not really, again, worried about the zombies per se, because they tend to make their presence known. But it's the creepers that surprise you, and you don't even know they're coming until they're blowing up next to you. It'd be really good at a surprise birthday party, but very deadly at the same time. Okay. And it's always good to kind of mine, if you put down gravel, to mine it to dig it back up. There's some iron over there, because this is where you get flint for arrows, so is out of gravel. So I like to mine a lot of gravel. I like to have a lot of gravel in my reserves, even back in our hobbit hole. So these things, when the skeleton dropped this, we'll stay here for about 5 minutes or so, I think, before it despawns. So that will actually disappear. So you do want to kind of get things that mobs drop, or even things that you mine, because they will disappear. Okay. Let's go down a safe way. I don't want to just jump down there. I'm going to make a kind of a safer staircase back up here. Something down here. Alright. I don't like this right now because there's not a great way to get back up here. I'm just going to put this there. Block some of this off so I can have a quicker way of getting over here. I'm getting into the darker areas here, so got to be really careful about mining for too long without looking around. And one way to do that is just kind of hide out while you're doing it, because the monsters, the mobs, will can only track you when they see you. Those zombies, if they don't see you, they're not going to come over to you, but they could just accidentally sneak up on you. So, and here's where I could break my rule because of lighting up on the left side, because I don't know if that light will make it across. I think it will, and to keep the mobs from spawning on this side, but I don't want to risk it. I just and I know this is just a giant ravine, so I'm not going to get too lost by not having my torches on both sides. But when you go down into some of these other kind of branches and the caves and stuff, is when it really does matter a little bit more, at least for my purposes, and keeping the torches on the same side. The other thing with gravel is sometimes it hides other ways, other caves and stuff. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it hides other things, like, as you can see, it was hiding some a huge vein of coal right here. So I like digging in just a little bit just to see what's behind these gravel walls sometimes. Plus, gravel can be really dangerous too, which is why, again, we don't mine straight down. But you also don't want to mine straight up right above you, because if there was gravel like this, for example, it falls on you because gravel kind of follows the laws of physics, and it will suffocate you. So occasionally we do mine straight up, and I can show you ways that we kind of prevent from suffocation, but not in this episode. I'm not going to practice that because I'd have to actually find a spot that makes sense. So I'm going to leave that there for now. I've got 44 pieces of coal right now, so we'll grab it later. And I can't really see anything up there. What? There's a squiddo swimming in this ravine like that. That is crazy. I've never seen that before. That is hilarious. What are you doing down here, little guy? I don't know if I should put him out of his misery or not. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'll leave him. I don't feel so lonely down here then. Man, it looks like creeper holes, but blast holes. This wasn't a, well, here's one of those cases where there could be something. I don't see any other. Oops. Alright, so here's a case, and I'll just show you quickly. Alright, we've got this block, but we got two things of, I'm going to show you another. Put a couple more on here, where you can take damage by, suffocation damage by digging straight up. Ow. See? So I took a half a heart. It kind of collapsed on me. So that's not good. That's why you don't want to be doing that. It did kick me out of that spot, which is good, but if you were digging straight up and there was nowhere for it to kick you, you would just continue to suffocate that whole time, and that would be very bad. Now, there is a little trick, and I'll show you that right now, that you can do to keep from suffocating. Alright, and that is put a torch down as you're digging straight up. So now all that fell on me, and nothing happened. I didn't get crushed or suffocated by the... Oh, there we go. There's a... Well, that could be part of our ravine, I guess, up that way. So yeah, so if you're having to dig straight up, like let's say you're over here, and just pretend like that's not that. So just put a torch down, and so as you're digging up, and if some gravel happened to be above that last block, you'll be safe. You won't take damage from it or die. I mean, because if you don't get out of it quickly, you'll suffocate. So, tips and tricks of the trade. Did I get everything over here that I wanted to get for now? Yeah, that was just going through. So there's another level up there that we can kind of walk across. As you can see, I need to eat too. No mobs have spawned down here now that I've lit it up. Doesn't mean that they won't up in these darker areas up here, but at least down on this level, it's been pretty safe. That zombie came out of oops, that dark cave, so he was already there probably. Alright, make sure there's nothing above me except for that cow. So basically this is what you want to do in a ravine. Now I should definitely need to take you down into one of these branches so you can kind of see what caving looks like. And I guess while I'm here I'll get this too. Which will maybe be the next episode. We'll go down into one of those. Hopefully it'll lead to a lot of series of caves and branches and things like that, so that we can have a little more, there's a lot more of those kind of holes in the grounds and caves and things like that than there are ravines. It's just kind of fortunate that there was just a ravine right here close to our hobbit hole to go check out, and this ravine's kind of a little bit boring. It doesn't have any lava. It's really not too terribly deep in terms of... Ooh, I thought I saw something. Scared me for a second. Let me see. So I'm only at 31. I could go a little lower. Oops. 31 is the Y coordinate there. A little bit lower. Ravines don't go all the way to the floor of the game down to bedrock. But, diamond would be... You'd find more diamond as we go lower down there, down this path down here. Hopefully that'll take us down to some lava. But sometimes you'll see lava flows just pouring out of ravines. This one's kind of nice in that it's just water. So, yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. All right, let's smelt up. Look at that, 41 iron just in walking back and forth. That's fantastic. That's gonna be it's gonna be awesome to have all of that iron. That's gonna really... We can make some armor next episode. Let me just do some organizing here real quick. But yeah, basically I'll do that off camera, or maybe I'll not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll let you guys watch my organizational thoughts. But either way, whoa! You really get me get rid of the use of these camera angles. This is Flag. That's the end of this episode, and probably have maybe one more episode down here. I'm not really sure. We'll see where that cave goes next time. And ooh, I better eat something. There we go. Get ourselves back to full health. All right. See you next episode. If you like this episode, a like is always appreciated. Would love to hear your comments. I enjoy hearing from people watching. Thoughts and questions. And again, I'm always learning as well. So, I'll find out the answer if you got any questions or want to see something. And subscribe. please, if you like the series and want to see more of it. All right, thanks again. So long.